guys, this is Neha from Enchanting Tarot, and I welcome you into this new world of possibilities, into this new world of magic, where I talk about tarot being my first love, and I am a tarot reader. And we talk about affirmations, we talk about positivity, we talk about spirituality, we talk about laws of attraction, laws of universe. And in today's video, we are going to talk about what is the difference between spell candles or jar magic. Okay, so there is a difference between when should you do a candle magic and when should you do a jar magic. Okay, so a lot of people offline were asking me about this, and I thought, why not make a video? So here we go. So if you already have this question as to what kind of magic you need to perform to get your desired result, that means you already know and you have been exploring into this beautiful world of magic. All right, so you already know what candles are, what jars are, and you still cannot figure out what is going to work for you. So here's the thing. Candle magic is often done with small candles. Okay, I personally do not prefer doing magic with tea light candles, but you can. All right, I'm not saying you cannot, you can. So you can do it with votive candles, you can do it with small candles, you can do it with coach candles, which are normally available at the grocery stores or a local store nearby you, and then you have pillar candles. I prefer to do, if at all when I have to do candle magic, it has to be done with pillar candles. Now pillar candles, you can light them and burn it for the period of 1 day if it is something that you really want to achieve very quickly. 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, sometimes it takes more than that, but that is okay. Alright, so it might go up to 11 days. At the same time, when you're trying to perform a jar magic, what is a jar magic? So you take up a jar or a glass container of any sort which has a lid, now preferably metal lid. Alright, so once you take a jar, you put in your intentions into the jar, you put in your herbs, your crystals, your intentions, your petition papers, if at all you want to include some liquids, most probably oils, or you can add a couple of syrups if you are doing a sweetening jar, and then you would close the lid and shake the jar. Alright, when you shake the jar, it is done very powerfully by enforcing your intention into the jar. So when you shake it up, it kind of creates it creates an atmosphere, an ambience, which necessarily will then make all the pieces fall into places to get your desired outcome. Now jar magic, be it a money jar, be it a love jar, be it a sweetening jar, is little bit slow. Okay, so jar magic will take some time to give its results. But nonetheless, jar magic will always give you results consistently and for a longer period of time. So let's say if you are doing a spell for prosperity, which is like a long-term goal, like 1 year or 3 years, okay, or even longer than that, jars do, the magic goes on till the time you have kept your jar successfully at a safe place. Okay, any place is fine, you want to keep it at your altar is fine, you want to keep it near your bedside is fine, any place is fine, so long as it is safe, alright, and it is not broken. Okay, so as long as you want to work with that particular intention, you can work on the jar magic. So jar magic can be done for self-love. So that is something which is like an ongoing process. Prosperity, okay, or to successfully keep acquiring new clients if you are into a business. Okay, so that cycle will keep on going so long as you want your business to keep running. Okay, so jar magic needs to be done consistently, and the magic keeps on working. It takes little time to show its result. You cannot expect jar magic results to come up fast. Sometimes they do, alright, they do start working immediately from the moment that intentions is put out, but that again differs from person to person, from vibration to vibration. At the same time, what are you expecting out of your magic? On the other hand, when you're doing candle magic with particular candles, you expect quite faster results for temporary situations. So your situations are not going to last for long. Let's say you're doing a spell to get a job. So once you get your job, you're not going to perform that spell again and again, right? So there is a difference. You're doing a candle spell to get married. So once you get married, you don't want to keep continuing the same spell. You would probably do a spell to enhance the relationship. Okay? So once you get your results quickly through candle magic for temporary situations, temporary as in once you achieve that level, you want to move on to the next level. Right? But jar magic is focused on the results of a longer term, like setting up a business. Okay, so you would want to keep continuing the business, or getting continuous success in your job, or working upon your marriage, or sweetening a person. Sweetening a person would need to, be a slow process, and the effects have to last for probably eternity. Okay, now when you do your candle spells, you can repeat if you do not see the results, but at the same time you need to give time to your magic, and you need to give time to yourself, because you need to learn how to keep looking out for the positive results that are happening in your life after the spell is done. Alright, so that's a separate topic as to what to do when the spell doesn't work out. But here I want to focus on the jar magic and the candle magic. Another question comes to me is, how do we dispose the remains of the magic? Okay, so once you are done with your magic, you would probably thank your deities, you thank your angels, spirit guides, whosoever, you ask them to come to help you out with that particular situations. Once that is done, You would thank the herbs, you would thank the candle, you would thank the universe for making things possible for you, and then safely discard it in your dustbins. Alright, if you're not using beeswax candle or a soy candle, other candles won't burn out and some remains will be there. If you have done a spell, especially for a job or something like that, where you have an upcoming meeting, you can take a little bit of the wax remains and you will carry it into a mojo bag with that particular event. Okay, so this would help to keep that energy with you. But probably once that is done, you can safely discard it once your gratitude has been offered. Okay, jar magic, once you are done, okay, let's say it is your choice whether you want to keep that jar with you or you do not want to keep that jar with you. So probably next days, like if I make a jar, I would work on the jar for 7 days consecutively by lighting a candle on that jar and enhancing its own powers, all right, by chanting, by shaking it up, by speaking to the jar for 7 days. Once that is done, I would then, if it is for somebody else, I would send them the jar. Alright, but if somebody is abroad and I cannot send them the jar, or there's always a possibility of breakage in the transition, then it is very good alternative to bury the jar in your garden. If you do not have a garden, then pick up a plant, okay, bury it into the pot, and then plant some trees or shrubs over it and keep watering that plant. Okay, so this can be done especially if you want to do a spell for your business or a job. Okay, you can safely put the jar into the soil, and you can keep the pot inside your bedroom or inside your balcony or inside your, even if you can carry it to your office, then nothing like it, right? So in that case, you will always have the energies of the jar. Okay, and if you have done jar for protection, you can safely hide it in anywhere in your house. Okay, if you do not want other people to see it. At the same time, if you have done work which is painful work, which is banishing work, which is something that you do not do, those are heavy energy works that you do not want the energy near you, then you can bury it near mountains or somewhere on the crossroads or somewhere outside your house. You do not want to keep the energies in your house there in that case. Okay, so look out for your objects, look out for how quickly the situation is, and then decide what kind of magic you want to do. Alright, if I want to keep working on the success of my business, I would not be doing candle spells so often, that I would be doing the jar work. I would also light up lamps. Even oil lamps can be done. Okay, I work very much with oil lamps as well. So even oil lamps have given me better results than candle spells. So decide properly what you want to do, decide properly how you want to do it, plan your spell. Don't abruptly go, just get up one day and just see, today I want to do this spell. No, plan your spells. Look out for the moon phases. Alright, get yourself ready. On the day that you're doing spells, please do not engage into any activity that is going to spoil your mood. Alright, so that's the reason if I'm supposed to do a spell, I would do the spell first thing in the morning, so that I do not engage with anyone while talking, nothing gets into my way. Alright, so that's a trick that you can use, that do your spells first thing, get up early so that nobody in the house is around and you have your liberty to do the spell. Okay, so with that note, I hope this video was helpful. Do write into the comments what you are doing and how are you pursuing your magic. I would be very happy to know the results, and keep sharing the knowledge. Take care, bye bye, stay safe.